Premier Danielle Smith is off to Florida to try and convince American conservatives that tariffs from President Trump will be detrimental. The trip comes as the U.S. pans out its next round of taxes. One's on the auto sector this time. So let's bring in Timm Bruch, who has more on this. Tim, Smith will be in Florida for 2 days?
Yes, that's correct. Tonight, Premier Danielle Smith will be chatting with conservative podcaster Ben Shapiro at a organized fundraiser for a pro-America group called PragerU. Smith has pitched it to constituents as sort of a way to get Alberta's message out to Americans, and specifically to Americans that are connected to U.S. President Donald Trump. But well, not everyone sees it that way. We've heard from the opposition, Alberta NDP, about how they think it's an inappropriate trip. They think she should cancel it because, well, it's a waste of taxpayer dollars, according to some in that party. And Smith has also been hearing it from critics outside of politics who say she shouldn't be going as well since she first announced the trip. Shapiro has called Canada the Puerto Rico of the North and insisted on annexation. His chat with Smith follows Trump announcing Wednesday he'll go ahead with a 25% tariff on all cars and light trucks.
He has been on side with the Canadian position that tariffs against Canada do not make sense. He has a very wide circle of influence. The people who listen to his podcast are close to the U.S. president. If we can convince them, we may be able to convince the administration.
She's not going on a podcast. She's going to a fundraiser for a far-right organization. And the Premier will curry favor with anyone on America's far-right because she cares so much about their approval.
Now, CTV News has asked the province how much this trip will cost taxpayers, but we didn't get a clear answer on that. We do know, though, Smith will not be paid for this appearance. Jackie, as you mentioned, it's just a short 2-day trip, so she will be back in our province tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Tim.